So we were both able to adjust to this change.
I do not wish to pursue this point. Has the prosecutor any particular questions he wishes to ask?
I would indeed, Your Honor. With your kind permission, I would like to inquire if the accused did in fact return to the cove alone with the intention of killing the Arab.
Why, no.
In that case, why was the accused armed? And why then did he return to the very same spot?
I guess just by chance.
Your Honor, that is all for the moment.
Counsel for the defense, object, Your Honor.
One moment, monsieur. It's getting late. We'll get around to your objections after lunch. Court adjourned. We shall resume at 2 o'clock, at which time all of the witnesses will be heard.
The court is adjourned. Remove the prisoner.
I would like to inquire if on any occasion the mother of the accused expressed displeasure with her son's conduct.
Yes, many times, Your Honor. But that's to be expected. Our guests always complain about their relatives.
Very well. I would also like to know whether it appeared to you she resented the fact of having been sent to your institution.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was there anything in particular that you observed about the accused on the day of his mother's funeral?
Yes. He seemed unusually calm and composed. I must in all honesty say that I was shocked by his behavior. He refused to see his mother's body. He did not shed a single tear, and he hurried off as soon as the ceremony was over without even pausing to pay his last respects at the graveside.
Ah, very well. If there are any questions that the prosecutor wishes to ask at this time, he may now proceed.
Oh, no. That's all I need to hear.
Very well. Thank you, monsieur. You may step down.
He told me he wouldn't see the body. And what's more, he smoked cigarettes, drank coffee, and then he went to sleep.
I didn't hear what he said. Would Your Honor please request the witness to repeat his testimony?
Do you mind repeating what you said, monsieur? Repeat what you said.
I said that as he sat there in front of the coffin, the prisoner drank a cup of coffee and smoked a cigarette, and then he went to sleep.
Thank you. Your Honor, may I have the floor? Would Your Honor be so kind as to ask this man if during the wake he did not also smoke a cigarette?
Who was on trial here? Does my learned colleague think that by slandering an honest witness, he can shake the abundant and cogent evidence against the accused?
I accepted the cigarette only because the monsieur offered it, and I didn't know how to say no, Your Honor.
I see. Does the accused have anything he would like to add?
No, nothing. Except to add he's spoken the truth. I did give him a cigarette that night.
Well, it was me that offered him the coffee, Your Honor.
Mark those words, gentlemen of the jury.
Yes, the jury will seize the import, I know, and they will agree that a total stranger might offer him coffee, but that he should have refused the offer out of respect for the poor dead woman who brought him into the world.
Monsieur Perez, would you please tell the court how the accused behaved on the day of his mother's funeral?
You must understand, Your Honor, I was very, very upset that day. And I honestly didn't notice him at all especially since I fainted, Your Honor. How could I keep my eye on Monsieur?
Tell me, did you see him cry?
No.
Mark those words, gentlemen of the jury.
But can you swear to the court that he didn't weep at all?
No.
These whole proceedings are a mockery. The truth is false and lies are true.
Well, that will be all.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Everything's going beautifully. Count on me.
Somebody tell me what's going on. I can't make head nor tail out of this.
Now then, Monsieur Meursault often ate in your restaurant?
He was a good customer, Your Honor. But he was also a good friend.
I see. Why was he a good friend?
Just because he's a truly good man.
Exactly what do you mean by that?
A good man, Your Honor. There's no other definition.
Order, 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 order. Did it ever appear that the accused found it difficult to, communicate with the rest of
Well,
it?
he wasn't a big blabbermouth, Your Honor.
Did the accused always settle his accounts with you on time, monsieur?
Always, without hesitation.
With the court's indulgence, I would be very much interested to hear your opinion of the crime he committed.
It seems to me it was an accident, monsieur. An unfortunate turn of events that sums up my opinion.
I see. That is all. You may step down.
I'd like to say another thing, Your Honor.
Proceed, monsieur, but please be brief.
He didn't mean to kill.
The court will decide that. It's obvious that our function here is to meditate and to judge. Thank you and farewell. That is all. My dear young lady, how long have you known the accused?
About 3 years.
Please speak up.
About 3 years. I'd been employed in the office where Monsieur Meursault worked.
And what is your relationship with the prisoner? Not to be indiscreet.
I'm his girlfriend. We want to get married.
I would like to ask Mademoiselle Cardona to tell the court the exact date on which her relationship with the accused began.
It was the first Saturday in the month of July last year, to be exact.
I see. The day after the funeral of Madame Meursault.
Order, 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 order.
I do not wish to pry into such a delicate situation with all due respect for Mademoiselle's feelings. But it's my duty to waive petty considerations of delicacy. Tell me then, exactly what did transpire on that first Saturday in July last year? Forgive me, Mademoiselle, but I must have an answer.
Well, in July, I usually spend Saturdays at the beach. I spotted him on that afternoon while on the pier. I spent about an hour swimming and sunbathing with him that day. Afterwards, we decided to go to the cinema. Then, back to his room. He asked me to spend the night with him.
Mademoiselle Cardona has just told the court precisely what she testified to the examining magistrate during his investigation. As a result, Your Honor, I consulted newspaper listings on that day for the cinema, but I prefer to ask Mademoiselle Cardona to specify what kind of film they went to see that day.